Who was the leader of revolt of 1857 in Jagdishpur, Bihar? Kuwar Singh. Babu Kuwar Singh. When did Santhal rebellion start? स्टार्ट कब हुआ था? 59. Who was the commissioner of Patna at the beginning of the revolt of 1857? When was the chairman agrarian bill, Champaran agrarian bill introduced? Consider the following statement with respect to Champaran Satyagraha. The reason for the discontent among the farmers was low remuneration they received from the crop. Rajkumar Shukla persuaded Mahatma Gandhi to visit and work for the oppressed peasant. The predominant system of indigo cultivation in Champaran was the Tinkacha system. सेकंड थर्ड तो पक्का सही है, वन का लगा है मुझे. Reason for the discontent among the farmers was the low remuneration they received from the crop. ये हो सकता है तो 1 2 3 तीनों. Which of the following statement was incorrect regarding the Santals rebel against British rule? The Jamindars began to exercise greater control on the areas brought under cultivation by Santals. Apparently, it was a part of the British policy. Guys, 8.67 स्कोर है. क्लियर कट ऑफ 10 में से 8.67 है. एवरेज स्कोर 6 है. लोगों का बेस्ट स्कोर 10 है. 93.71 परसेंटाइल. एक्यूरेसी 90% है. क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट 10. 9 सही हुए, 1 गलत हुआ. तो देखते हैं गलत कौन सा हुआ है पहले. चलिए, 0.67 मार्क्स आए, मतलब एक गलत हुए तो -3 3। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में 9 सेकंड लगे। हु वॉज द लीडर ऑफ द रिवॉल्ट ऑफ 1857 इन, ये बंद करिए, कुंवर सिंह था। When did the Santhal Rebellion start? It started in 1855. Who was the commissioner? विलियम टेलर थे उस टाइम पे, ये गलत हुआ है। When was the चंपारण एग्रीरियन बिल इंट्रोड्यूस्ड? ये मैंने 28 नवंबर कर दिया था, जबकि 29 नवंबर होगा। टाइम भी लिया था मैंने इसमें। Consider the following statement with respect to the चंपारण सत्याग्रह। 1 2 3 तीनों ही सही था। Which of the following statement was incorrect regarding the Santhal's rebel against British rule? The land revenue rate were low, high होना चाहिए ना, high होगा आंसर। देखिए इसका क्या है। By 1832 the Santhal has settled in the Niman-Ukho area. Their settlement expanded rapidly. Forests were cleared to accommodate them. The company also benefited as it got more and more land revenue. However, the Santhals too got dissatisfied. They rebelled against the British rule. Following are the main causes for their rebellion. Santhals were not happy with the tax regime of the company. They thought that the land revenue rates were high and exploitative, hence option 3 is not correct. बोलिए ना मैं यही। The Jamindar began to exercise greater control on the area bought under cultivation by Santals. Apparently, it was a part of the British policy, but Santals resented that. Hence, option 1 is correct. Moneylenders in the rural areas were seen as villain and agent of company ruled by the Santhals. Moneylenders could auction the land of Santhals in case of defaulter. सही था, as all this was not likely by Santhals, hence option 2 is correct. The British took steps to placate the Santhals later on. A separate district of Santhal Pragna was carved out and law was enacted to protect the Santhals. On 30 June 1855, two Santhal rebel leaders, Sidhu and Kanhu Murmu, mobilized roughly 60,000 Santhals and declared a rebellion against East India Company. और हमारे अभी जो प्रेसिडेंट है, हेड ऑफ द नेशन, वो भी तो मुर्मू जी ही हैं, द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी। Which of the following statement is correct about चंपारण सत्याग्रह? तो 2 तो सही है। द चंपारण सत्याग्रह वाज द फर्स्ट सत्याग्रह मूवमेंट इंस्पायर्ड बाय गांधी जी सर। और ये 1918, तो अब 1980 तो खेदा का टाइम था और चंपारण उससे बहुत पहले हुआ है, 17 में हुआ है। देखिए इसलिए ऑप्शन 2 सही होगा, 1 गलत। चंपारण सत्याग्रह was launched on 19 April 1917, hence statement 1 is incorrect. This was Gandhi's first satyagraha movement and a farmer revolt in Bihar against the indigo crop production, hence statement 2 is correct. It was undertaken after Mahatma Gandhi learned about the abuses suffered by farmers who were forced into growing indigo by British planters and state owners. The tenants from Champaran were forced under the law to plant 3 out of every 20 parts of this land with indigo for his landlord under the so-called Tilkatia system. Initially, Gandhi was reluctant to commit himself to the task, but he was so persuaded by indigo cultivator Rajkumar Sukla that he decided to investigate the matter. Gandhiji planned to carry out an extensive inquiry in the districts and demanded action based on its finding. However, local authority did not fund
his visit welcoming, and they unsuccessfully tried to dissuade him. But Gandhiji began his work from the house of Babu Gorakh Prasad in Motihari, headquarters of the then Champaran district. During the time Gandhiji was served with court summon while he was making a spot visit to the village. Gandhiji was charged with violating the law and was told to leave Champaran, but he refused to leave. On April 18, 1917, when Gandhi appeared in Motihari court and was accompanied by nearly 2,000 local people. The then Lieutenant Governor of Bihar the withdrawal of the case against Gandhi, and the collector wrote to Gandhi saying he was free to conduct the inquiry. This small step in the form of positive protest was a giant leap forward in the history of the freedom struggle and heralded the advent of the Gandhian era. His protest led to abolishing of the exploitative Tinkatia system. The victory at Champaran established Gandhiji in India's struggle against British Raj. Okay, मैच द फॉलोइंग इसमें मैंने कैसे किया था पता है मैंने ये एक ही मेरे को हिंट मिल गया संथाल 1855 से 56 तक था तो सी में वन कौन सा है भाई ए सेकंड में है सी का वन फिर बाकी मैंने मिला है बाकी भी ठीक था तो मैंने मार दिया था तो हो गया ये भी सही देखिए पबना पीसेंट अपराइजिंग 1873 से 76 तक हुआ था was resistance movement by the peasants riots against the zamindars in Bengal in the Yusufahani Pragna, now the Siraganj district, Bangladesh in Pabna. It was led by Ishan Chandra Roy. It was supported by intellectuals such as R.C. Dutt, Surendranath Banerjee, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, etc. It was overall peaceful movement. और अब ईका मूवमेंट के बारे में पढ़ते हैं द ईका मूवमेंट वाज स्टार्टेड इन 1921 इन द अवध रीजन 1921 में हुआ था कहाँ पे अवध रीजन में द इनिशियल thrust was given by the leader of Congress and the Khilafat movement. The main reason for the movement was high rent, which was generally higher than 50% of the recorded rent in some areas. The Santhal Rebellion. The Santhal Rebellion of 1855 to 56 was a major tribal rebellion by the region, which started an uprising against the oppressive policies of the British. The rebellion spread rapidly to the region between Rajmahal and Bhagalpur, but was mercilessly suppressed by the British, with people being killed and entire villages being burnt. ताना भगत मूवमेंट 1914 से 1919 तक था was a tribal uprising of the section of Tana Bhagats and Orans under the leadership of Jatara Oran occurring during the late colonial period in the Chotanagpur region of Bihar, India. The Tana Bhagat opposed the taxes imposed on them by the British and they staged a Satyagraha civil disobedience movement even before Gandhi's Satyagraha movement. Which of the following uprising is popularly known as उलगुलन तो मुंडा अपराइजिंग को उलगुलन भी बोलते हैं तो मुंडा अपराइजिंग is popularly known as उलगुलन उलगुलन was considered as one of the most significant tribal uprising in the period 1860 से 1920. The rebellion, which began as a religious movement, gathered a political force to fight against the introduction of feudal zamindari tenures. The Mundas revolt active in the Chotanagpur area in 1879. British armed forces were then deployed. Their leader Birsa Munda was captured and imprisoned. The background setting for Anand Math novel was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee was सन्यासी रिवेलियन ही था हाँ देखिए आनंद मठ is a Bengali fiction written by बंकिम चंद्र चट्टोपाध्याय and published in 1882. कब पब्लिश हुआ था 1882 में और किसके द्वारा लिखा गया बंगाली बंगाली फिक्शन में लिखा गया है बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी के द्वारा. इट इंस्पायर्ड बाय एंड सेट इन द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द सन्यासी रिबेलियन इन द लेट 18th century. It is considered one of the most important novels in the history of Bengali and Indian literature. Important point कुछ आनंद मठ से. आनंद मठ is a Bengali novel written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay and was published in the year 1882. It gained great importance in the history of the Indian literature because it was synonymous with the Indian independence struggle. The national song of India, वंदे मातरम was published in this book. तो क्या याद रखेंगे, वंदे मातरम भी इसी बुक में लिखी गई थी, पब्लिश हुई थी इसी बुक से. इट वॉज ट्रांसलेटेड बाय जूलियस लिपनर एंड वॉज पब्लिश्ड बाय ऑक्सफोर्ड प्रेस. द प्लॉट इज अबाउट कपल ड्यूरिंग द बंगाल फेमाइन who decide to leave the village and go to the nearby city. All the events take place during and after their travel and depicted in the novel. Additional information: सन्यासी रिवोल्ट 1763 से 1800. रीजन था बंगाल. रीजन मीन्स जगह और रीजन कारण मीन्स रीजन जो था पिलग्रिम टेक्स्ट था. नोट: आनंद मठ बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द रिवोल्ट ऑफ सन्यासी. फाकिर रिवोल्ट 1776 से 77 के बीच हुआ था. ये भी बंगाल में हुआ था. लीडर थे मंजू शाह एंड चिराग अली और इसका भी कारण था रिलीजियस. इस तरह से हमने देखा. चंपारण सत्याग्रह के बारे में भी पढ़ लिया आपने, ये भी पढ़ लिया. यही क्वेश्चन सिर्फ गलत हुआ, मतलब ये क्वेश्चन गलत हो गया क्योंकि डेट था, मुझे डेट अच्छे से याद नहीं रहता है. लाइक इसमें 28 नवंबर 1917, 29 नवंबर 1917, बस ये रहता तब तो हो ही जाता. चंपारण सत्याग्रह 1917, तो आर्गेरियन बिल उसी के आसपास आया होगा, हम ये सोच के मार सकते थे. The correct answer is 29 November 1917 based on the Champaran Agrarian Inquiry Committee. W. Modi introduced the Champaran Agrarian Bill in the Legislative Council on 29 November 1917 and also delivered a remarkable speech on the very same day. In 1918, ultimately the bill was passed and it became the Champaran Agrarian Act. The Tinkatia system, which had been in existence for about a century, was thus abolished, and with it the planter Raj came to an end, wrote Gandhiji in his autobiography. William Taylor. William Taylor 1808 से 1892 was a civil servant of the East India Company who lived in India from 1829 से 1867. He became commissioner of the Patna in 1855 से 1857. Was involved in the suppression of the 1857 mutiny, Sepoy mutiny. When in Santhal rebellion started, it started at 1855. On 30th June 1855, 2 years before the Great Revolt of 1857, two Santhal brothers, Sindhu and Kanu Murmu, organized 10,000 Santhals and proclaimed a rebellion against the British. The tribal took an oath to drive away from the British from their homeland. The Murmu brothers, sisters Lo and Jhanu also played an active part in the rebellion. Hence Santhal rebellion started in 1855. The Santhal revolt, also known as the Hull Revolt, started on 30th June 1855 with the help of prominent leaders like Sidhu, Kanu, Chand and Bhairav, and also their two sisters Fulu and Jhanu. The depressed and anguished Santhals engaged in guerrilla warfare against the Britishers and formed their own troops, which included the farmers, villagers, and women. In this quest, they were able to capture large part of the land, including Rajmahal Hills, Bhagalpur district, and Birbhum. Who was the leader of revolt of 1857? Kuvar Singh. Kuvar Singh was the leader of the revolt of 1857 in Jagdishpur, Bihar. Veer Kuvar Singh belonged to the Ujjain clan of Parmar Rajput of Jagdishpur, Bhojpur, Bihar. In the 1857 rebellion, Kuvar Singh was associated by both his commander-in-chief Hare Krishna Singh and his brother Babu Amar Singh. He was an expert in guerrilla warfare technique and passed away while bravely fighting against the British forces on 26 April 1858. नाना साहब कहाँ से थे? कानपुर से। बेगम हजरत महल लखनऊ से। जनरल बख्तियार खिलजी दिल्ली से। जनरल भक्त खान दिल्ली से। मौलवी अहमदुल्ला फैजाबाद। खान बहादुर बरेली, रानी लक्ष्मीबाई झांसी। चलिए हो गया मन तक। इस तरह से देखिए फोन। मेरा रैंक 741 है क्योंकि मेरा एक गलत हो गया। चलिए गुड नाइट। अब नींद आ रही है, अब सोते हैं। हो गया पढ़ाई।